So I have been out there publicly saying I would like them to go after TJ Otzelberger. Listen, I have some skin in the game here, right?
What's
You know,
that?
hire
Oh,
the right guy. I get
your
to see,
daughter is there.
yeah, I
I
get to
was
see
like,
my
what's the?
daughter more.
Gotcha. Yep.
So that's all. Like I'd like to be able to justify getting out there, for a good team.
Yeah, those
I
expense
think
reports will hit Rob Doster where they hurt. If you're going out there more.
no question, no question. He won't know what hit him. I just think TJ checks a lot of boxes. I don't know if he takes the
What's his
job.
buyout?
4 million now.
Oh, I
Four
thought it
million.
was like
That's it.
way more.
It was. He redid his contract. It's now 4 million according to my sources. So the question is, will he take it? He's got twins that are 10. He's got a 6-year-old as well. No, the bubble at Bloomington is real. We know that. There's a lot of pressure. We're at Iowa State right now. I don't want to say there's no pressure, but
No, there's pressure there. I mean, they have expectations. It's
but
just
he
not
can
the
have an
same
off
in
year.
Indiana.
He's built up so much equity. He
Yeah.
could have a bad year next year, and nobody would say, "Hey, is he the right hire?" or anything like that.
Right.
Greg McDermott, 60 years old at
Yep.
Creighton. Obviously, his offense has been insane,
It
very
is.
eye pleasing. But he's 60. I think again.
Okay, hold on. We already have gone into this. You can't throw his age out there and then be like, they should hire Patino. He's 72, but he's a
All right,
young
I'm out with
72.
Patino. I'm out with Rick because they're not going to hire Rick. Rick has already said he wants Chris Beard. Patino has come out publicly and said they should hire Chris Beard.
Yeah.
To me, there's just some issues with Chris Beard beyond obviously what happened at Texas, even though he got cleared. I'm boring you. I'm boring you.
No, I'm tired. I slept for like
Okay.
3 hours last
All
night.
right.
Just
All
keep
right.
going.
Tough it
Keep
out.
talking.
Anyway, so Beard I think is down the list. Mick Cronin I think is down the list. You get some Mark Byington's buyout is like 12 million, so they're not going to pay that for Mark Byington. What are other names? Buzz Williams. I've kind of made my deal clear on Buzz to Indiana. I don't like it. I don't think it fits at all. I think Buzz is a very good basketball coach, but I think there's a shelf life on Buzz of 4, 5, 6 years at every place he's been.
How long has he been at A&M?
I think this is 6 for him. So I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get out after this year. Again, there's some parts that make sense at Indiana, and there's some parts that I won't go into that do not. Who would you hire? I've run through some names. Is there anybody I forgot? Number one.
Ben McCollum?
Yeah, he's down the list. I mean, Drake's probably going to make the tournament. He's awesome, but 1 year as a D1 head coach.
No, I mean, I get why they would not. He would not be one.
Yeah,
But
Brad
he can
Burnell.
really-
Brad
he can really
Burnell's
coach.
another
Brad
one.
Burnell. Yeah.
Yep. Who
No,
would
I
you
think
hire? Gun to your head. If
I like
said,
McDermott, and maybe that's biased because I've
Yeah.
seen so much of
Yep.
Creighton, but I love their offense, and it's modern. They shoot a ton of threes.
Yep.
He's one with not that Creighton has bad resources, but less resources than what Indiana has.
Yep.
He's a really good coach. I would
And he could handle. I actually think his
and I think
temperament-
his demeanor
Yeah.
is
Yes.
perfect for that. He would be
I
great.
agree. He's not going to go out and rah the fan base like Kurt Signetti has done on the football end, but you just need to win games.
But
I mean,
he's a great guy.
yes.
He's a great
So
guy to interact
I
with.
would say if McDermott is all in to rebuilding a program, and rebuilding a program now isn't rebuilding a program like it was 5 years ago.
And maybe he could want to stay at Creighton. I have no idea.
To me, I think it'd be hard for him to leave Creighton at the end of the day.
No, I agree.
Like they love him there. He's done a ton.
And they've got a great deal there. That arena's awesome.
And he's got a great quality of life. Again,
Totally.
like TJ,
Omaha's a good city.
they've both put in enough work and won enough games that in this era, it's like, do you want to do Indiana? Because if you don't win, let's face it, if you don't win in year one, all right, they'll give you year two. And if you don't win in year two, year three, man. And I don't know to me, what's okay? If I said to you right now, all right, whoever takes over at Indiana is going to go to the tournament the first 2 years, and they're going to win a tournament game. They're going to win. They're going to go both years, and you're going to go to the round of 32 both times. Is that enough or no for fans and for you?
I mean, you're not firing him off that.
Right.
You're not firing a guy for that. So the fans will complain.
Yeah.
But the fans complain everywhere. I mean, that's
you need to go to a
not-
Sweet 16 probably in the first 2 years. for the fans to be all in with somebody, all in.
It
Don't
probably
you?
depends on how the season goes. I don't know if you can make that strong of a statement. They didn't make the tournament last year.
Right.
We don't
They
know
may
if they'll
make
make
it.
the tournament this year. They might make it. So
Yeah.
if you don't go for 2 years and then you make it back-to-back years, I think are you limping in? Are you?
Well, think of this, Rob. Think of this, Rob. Mike Woodson at the end of 4 years might have gone to the tournament three times.
Well, I know, which is
and
crazy.
basically got run out.
Right. But Indiana hasn't been to the second weekend since they lost to Syracuse. So, let's not act like they've been going.
No. Again, I think, to me, it would be in your first 3 years if you go to the tournament all three and you get to the second weekend at least once. They're going to feel pretty good about the future of the program and where it's heading, right? You want to go every year. At Indiana, with that money, with those resources, with that fan base and that home court advantage, you should be going almost every year if you have the right people at the top that are.
Indiana should be going to the tournament yearly.
Right.
That should.
I mean, there might be a one-off once in a while.
Yeah, totally.
But like Purdue,
most years,
Indiana, those top jobs. If you're in a top 20 job, which Indiana is, Purdue is, North Carolina we know is, Arkansas is, then you should be going almost every year now because you're going to have the financial resources.
Well, and you have the quad one opportunities to go.
Other than ACC, you don't have a lot of them.
Don't. They don't have them. But I'm talking. But the SEC and the Big Ten and the Big 12, you do
every year.
Big 12 not as
every
much
year
this year, but
you should be in the mix.